Susanna.
I'll be with you in a moment.
Look. Can you imagine? Now, promise not to tell Susanna I showed it to you. Oh, Cedric, look!
Blimey.
Oh, it couldn't happen to a nicer girl.
Whoa there, ma'am. Now, what's all the excitement?
Hello, Mr. Donovan. Can you imagine how this is going to change Susanna's life?
Well, I've only got one word to comment. Wow!
586,300 wows. So.
Yeah.
Miss Nugent.
Yes, sir?
Everyone else seems to have read this community radiogram. May I see it, please?
Oh, it wouldn't interest you, sir.
And why wouldn't it?
Would you be willing to give up your greatest pleasure in life as far as Susanna is concerned?
You mean the feud between Miss Pomeroy and myself?
Well, I mean you being her commanding officer and you giving the orders, and she has to obey them.
I'd certainly hate for it to be the other way around.
Well, be brave, sir, because that's the way it's going to be.
Miss Nugent. The radiogram. Dear Susanna, picked up your mail as you asked. Checked letters that looked important. You received check from your favorite uncle for $586,300. Shall I deposit it for you? He's rich.
Am I glad you're sitting down?
Quiet, Nugie. I'm trying to figure out how to pay my bills out of money I don't have.
Oh, I wouldn't bother.
Well, maybe you wouldn't, but I'm not like you. You throw your bills in the wastebasket and consider them paid. Who talked me into buying those antique bookends?
You. Now, you won't need this green dress, nor this Japanese robe you just bought. And you know how crazy I am about your red shoes. Thanks a lot, Susanna.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, and thanks to your uncle, too. How did he make so much money?
Is the sun that strong today?
Oh, I forgot you haven't read it yet.
Read what? $586,300?
That's a lot of mink coats.
It must be from Uncle Daniel, my mother's brother. He ran off to South Africa to make his fortune when I was just a little girl. I'm his only niece.
Well, I'm an only niece, but all my uncle ever left me was his best wishes.
Consider yourselves paid. Hey, who else knows about this radiogram?
Who?
Yeah.
No one. No one but the radio operator who gave it to me to give to you. But I made him promise that he wouldn't tell a soul.
Good girl. I want to be loved for myself, not for my money.
By anyone special?
Well, romantically speaking, yes. You know that handsome Mr. Gary Donovan who came aboard at Yokohama?
Yes, I just spoke to him on the play deck.
We danced 3 dances last night. I must say, he dances divinely for a man who pays more in taxes each year than I just inherited.
Oh, no wonder he's so attractive. What was his uncle's name?
The Gary Donovan from Texas. Made it all himself, just boring little holes in the ground. And whoosh! Oil! Stand back, men, it's a gusher!
For me?
For Susanna.
Oh, for the rich they bloom.
Oh, thanks, Fred. Tonight I want every dance with you. Gary, isn't that nice? Especially since he knows I'm only the ship's social director.
Oh, Susanna, I think he sent you the flowers because you see,
Because he cares. Now, don't you think I've been around long enough to know the difference between the real thing and a shipboard romance? Yes, sirree, sir. Looks like Susanna Pomeroy, on her own and without Uncle Daniel's money, has roped herself a Texas oilionaire.
It does, doesn't it?
Anybody behind those?
Me, Cedric.
Enter, Cedric. Oh, my goodness. They're beautiful.
You look awfully calm for a girl who's just got...
So many flowers.
Yes, indeed, and so much...
Listen to this. Please forgive me for being so tyrannical yesterday. Would you do me the honor of sitting at my table tonight? Captain Huxley.
He's human, after all.
Miss Nugent, send a note to the captain that we accept.
Yes, Miss Pomeroy.
Oh, and Cedric, how much do passengers usually tip you for special events like these flowers?
It depends on his or her nationality.
Oh?
5 shillings, 50 francs, $1.
All righty. Here's $5, Cedric. My last 5 until payday.
Oh, I couldn't, and I shouldn't, but I will.
I can't understand why you're being so nice to me, sir.
Well, I suddenly realize what an asset you are to the Ocean Queen. A very valuable asset. Now, Miss Pomeroy, the feud is over. From now on, you and I are going to be good friends.
Well, it may not be as much fun, but friends it is.
Miss Pomeroy. Captain Huxley, I wonder if I could do a little rustling and steal Susanna for a dance.
Well, Miss Pomeroy has no objections. Miss Pomeroy has no objections.
I'm mighty glad you like the flowers. Picked them myself this afternoon.
In between counting oil wells?
Now, please. No business to nothing.
All right, no business.
Texas has everything else. Don't tell me it's going to have Susanna, too.
Oh, I'll make a lovely bridesmaid. Heaven knows I've had enough experience. Decades.
Golly, I just wish there was some way for a wonderful girl like you to become a partner in some undeveloped properties.
There is.
Well, it's not easy getting a stranger in. You know, some of my partners think all non-Texans are foreigners.
Well, can't you make me an honorary Texan?
You just let me sleep on that idea.
That's just what I'm going to do. He said he wants me to be a partner. That's a pretty good hint, isn't it, Nugie?
Please, Susanna, I've heard every word he said tonight 100 times, including the commas.
And he doesn't even know I can write my own check in 6 figures.
Susanna, how can I figure out who killed Barney if you're going to keep talking?
I'm sorry. What's the book about?
Well, there's this blonde with a tight black skirt slit up the side who thinks that Barney is double-crossing her. So she showed up at his apartment with a nasty little automatic in her purse, and she...
Never mind. I'll read it myself. How about lights out? I've got some pretty important dreaming to do. Good night.
Good night.
Marry me and I'll buy you Dallas.
How about Fort Worth?
That's for our first anniversary.
I hope you mean it, Barney, because I just happen to carry a nasty little automatic in my purse.
What for?
In case you ever double-cross me, Barney.
Reach!
Barney, baby, it's me.
Hi, honey.
Hi, Barney. Don't you remember we're getting married tonight?
I don't want this to throw you none, but I done changed my mind. I ain't the marrying kind.
You ain't?
I ain't. We wouldn't be happy, the three of us.
3?
You, me, and my horse.
Okay, Barney, reach. Or do you want people to look right through you?
You don't frighten me none, sugar. You frighten me.
Always wanted to see what a killer's hideout looks like. I guess you know there's a price on your head.
Well, better be more than there was on Jesse James.
It's a darn sight more. And I aim to collect that reward money myself. I'm taking you in, Barney. Dead or alive.
But why, sugar? Ain't you the only gal I ever loved, second my horse? I'll even admit you're prettier.
No, Barney, no. It's too late. My kind of gal always meets her kind of man. Too late.
Am I your kind of guy, gal?
When I look into them steely gray eyes.
It's a matching pair, like my guns.
That chin.
Like granite.
That hair. Black, black, black.
It's natural, you know.
Of course I know. Sorry, Barney, baby. This is it. It's high noon at OK Corral.
Let's get back to my black hair, my granite jaw, and my...
Sorry, sugar. This is the end of the trail. A goodbye kiss. Sealed with a 6-shooter.
That's only 5. So long, sugar. I'm a-heading for the last round.
Well, there goes Dallas and Fort Worth. Barney, baby. I didn't mean to do it. I just lost my temper. Barney, speak to me. I shot him. I'll never own Dallas or Fort Worth now.
What happened? What's the matter?
Oh, I killed Barney. Only it was Gary.
Had a nightmare. Go back to sleep.
Must have been those 3 desserts the captain forced on me tonight. Oh, well, thank goodness I didn't give away my $500,000. That would really have been a nightmare.
Who would be calling at this hour?
Maybe it's Gary. Maybe he couldn't wait to propose. Maybe he wants to propose tonight instead of tomorrow.
Well, don't just sit here answered before he changes his mind.
Yes, I will. I love Dallas.
Well, that's up to you, Susanna. But this is a transoceanic call from San Francisco.
Oh, it's a long-distance call from San Francisco.
Well, maybe your Uncle Daniel has left you even more money.
Here's your party.
Hello?
Hi, Susanna. It's me, Margaret. Did you get my radiogram about the $548,300?
I sure did. Is it all deposited in my account?
That's what I'm calling about. I took it to the bank, and since the check was so large, they phoned the collector of Internal Revenue.
About collecting taxes on it.
Not exactly. It seems that Uncle Sam made a mistake when he sent you your income tax refund.
Uncle Sam?
That's right. Instead of a refund of $548,300, you were entitled to $54.83. They're mailing you a check for the correct amount. Isn't the whole thing hilarious?
I may die laughing.
Well, easy come, easy go.
There's just one good thing about this. At least nobody else on the ship knows I was rich for a day.
Yeah,
Hi.
Hi.
Where you been all morning?
Trying to balance my books.
Oh, I think I got that little matter settled for you.
You have?
Yep. Got a transoceanic call last night. You know, even though we don't really need any more cash, I talked my partners into letting an outsider in.
And the outsider would be me?
That's right. A $10,000 investment would make you independently wealthy.
Just having $10,000 would.
You're all the same, you people with money.
We are?
Yes. Always pretending your assets are tied up in cash.
Mr. Donovan.
You know, last night, it was Gary.
Last night, I couldn't figure out why Nugie was so nervous after I got a certain phone call, but I can figure it out now. Excuse me, Gary, and hold that oil proposition open for me, will you?
I sure will.
Thank you.
Planning to jump?
Oh, I sure am, only I can't swim.
Bye, Cedric.
Goodbye.
Oh, and don't spend that $5 I tipped you. I may need it.
She may need $5 with her $500,000 multiplying itself even while she's sleeping.
Bye.
You found out
Found out what, Nugie, darling?
that I shot off my big mouth.
Who else besides Cedric knows that I'm halfway home on my first million?
Only the people who read the radiogram.
People like Captain Huxley and Gary Donovan. Can't you shake your head the other way just once? Oh, now I get it. You see who's sitting on the edge of the swimming pool? Nugie. Nugie, that Gary Donovan, or whatever his right name may be, is after me for my money.
But why, when he's got so much of his own?
Maybe he hasn't. He just promised to make me rich. All I have to do is invest $10,000 in a little oil well scheme.
He's a phony with those muscles.
I should have known it when I dreamed I bumped him off last night. My subconscious is never wrong. I'm going to show him up good.
Oh, now, don't be so impetuous. You can't expose him.
And why can't I?
Because if he exposes you, you will expose yourself.
Come again?
Well, now, if you admit that you're not rich, he'll know, and Captain Huxley will know, and...
Captain Huxley, of course.
End the memo to the Home Office and sign it, Huxley. Come in.
I hope I'm not intruding.
Intruding? You? My favorite social director. Come in, Miss Pomeroy. Sit right down here.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I hope you slept well last night. And did you get the fruit I sent to your cabin? Here, Miss Pomeroy, have a cigar.
Yes, and no.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Pomeroy. Excuse me. Now, what was it you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, rumor has it that you've heard a rumor that I've inherited a vast sum of money.
And you think that I'm treating you so well because of that?
Well, aren't you?
No. And furthermore, I've heard a rumor that you were going to jump ship at the next port of call, and that you're going to take Miss Nugent with you as your private secretary.
Rumors.
Now, Miss Pomeroy, I've just completed dictating a memo to the Home Office about you. I told them that you were so loyal to me that you were going to remain aboard the Ocean Queen for the entire world cruise.
Oh, I'd love to, Captain Huxley. I really
Even
would,
if
but...
I treated you like an honored guest until we reached home port? And I gave Miss Nugent the raise she's been promised?
You're most persuasive, Captain. But I would like to see those promises in writing.
That it's a deal now. You won't back out.
Who's backing out? Oh, there is one other little favor I'll want between now and our next stop.
You just name it, Miss Pomeroy, and it's yours.
$10,000 in cash.
And I'll tell the person to give it to you. You can sign about $10,000.
It's the only way I can show up that would-be Texas millionaire, Mr. Gary Donovan, and win you the gratitude of the Home Office and police departments all over the world.
Would be. He is not he.
He is not he if he's trying to worm $10,000 out of me for a phony oil deal.
So soon after you inherited the money.
So soon. Oh, he's a real con man.
Well, Miss Pomeroy, how do we prove it?
First move, tell the purser to advance me $10,000 on my salary.
Jennings,
Yes, sir?
give Miss Pomeroy $10,000. It's an advance on her salary. She'll sign a voucher for it.
Oh, you heard about her good fortune.
Just give her the $10,000.
Oh, and make it in small bills, Jim. Hundreds would be fine.
Anything you say, Susanna.
Second move, radio or phone for an exact description and whereabouts of the real Gary Donovan.
All right, I'll get on the phone immediately, Miss Pomeroy. And thank you for staying with us.
Oh, there's a third move.
Huh?
Sign that paper.
Oh, I'm sorry. It just slipped my mind.
8,500, 600, 700.
A little slower, please. He's not here yet.
How are you going to spend all this money on board ship?
Oh, $1 here and $1 there. It goes. Okay, keep counting.
8,900, 9,000, 9,100, 200, 300.
Oh, hi. Did you get my message?
I sure did. Phoned my partners and drew up the papers. I'm a great one for efficiency when it comes to money.
Oh, I'll bet you are.
9,900, 10,000. There you are, Susanna. $10,000. If you'll just sign the voucher.
Thank you. I thought that in Texas they didn't bother with $100 bills when they got dirty.
Well, ordinarily we don't, but then, well, they're hardly soiled. Until we finish our business, so we can concentrate on more important things.
Oh, like moonlight and what it does to two people when one's a girl and one's a boy?
Yeah, there's something mighty attractive about you two, man.
Besides my money? You sure you want to let me in on this gilt-edged proposition?
I insist.
Now, you sign while I get the money.
You don't have to give it to me now.
Oh, I insist.
There you are.
And there you are.
You know, you'd be surprised what some people do for a little old piece of money like $10,000.
You're wrong. I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
What's that for?
The police, the FBI, and the gendarmes.
There you are, Gary Donovan, alias the Texas Morgan, alias the Dallas Kid. You're under arrest. Give me that! Come on in, get the money. I'm responsible for that.
Stand back, everybody. I'll get it.
No, Cedric, you know you can't swim.
I learn and learn at the same time. What a way to go.
Haven't you had enough excitement for one night?
I always like to stop in the middle of a murder. Can't I read just a few more pages?
No. The lights go out at the count of 3. 1.
Okay, you win.